Alright, welcome to our platform, Edutain for Us community. And I would wish many of us to come here, gather here. Enable me to fill the 670 watch hours that are pending. It's not easy, right? But then with you, anything is possible. And I believe in God that all that I am actually putting together will not let me down. So welcome on board and let's gather for today's live stream. Okay, guys. It is what it is. I hope you had a nice day wherever you are. And I invite you, those who feel like I'm not saying the right thing or I'm not saying in the right way or what I'm doing is wrong, you are still welcome here because this is a platform for all of us. And those who think I'm saying the right thing, you're also welcome. And the neutral ones, welcome on board. We are all in this journey. As I told you, I'm a critic. I love critique. And when I'm looking at a book, when I'm looking at a video, when I'm looking at somebody's channel, when I look at what somebody posts, I look at it with a third eye, guys. And remember, guys, scientists have found out surprising sex reversal in Australian birds. So if you find time, go look deep into such stories. They really excite, right? And be aware, though this is not a political platform, be aware that Gachagua is coming back. I don't know whether he will go to the mental hospital or he will be ending up in a police cell. So let's wait for that as we discuss other matters surrounding us in the social world. So guys, I looked at several videos yesterday. I had to look at even people I had never checked on because there was a building story surrounding Mayugno. And because I sometimes do reactions on Mayugno, I felt the interest to go check on that, right? And you guys, for those of you who have students, continue, streaming to my channel and checking on some of the videos which are very educative. Exe, hello, welcome on board. I've never seen you, but I really appreciate your presence. Thank you for the comment, and you can like the video. I also encourage you to subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed yet, and welcome indeed on board. Yeah, so today we are having a reaction, then later on we may have a lesson. I am from Kenya. What about Exe? Where are you from? Where are you located? I can see about 5 people on the channel. Like the video. Okay, Argentina, hola. Hola, Argentina. All right. Oh, Argentina, at least I'm getting people from there. Yesterday I had 2 people who are watching me from Argentina. Now today I have 1. Thank you so much for being the first person to come on my platform. And Kennedy Onyancha, this is the second time I've seen you on my channel. Thank you so much from Kenya. Karibu sana. And we are analyzing matters of Kuria. I just wish to know, we hear a lot of stories online, but I don't base on what I hear. I just base on what I see, like the unraveling stories in the different channels that I see. So today yesterday we woke up with a story about Mayugno and the road, and of course we heard him talking to Marwa at the construction site of Brian. And Mayugno was like, yeah, the road, those people have messed with the road. I was like, okay, roads in NYABOHANZE have become a very great problem. So I wanted to know, what is this about the road? So welcome Kennedy Onyancha, welcome Exe. Like my video please. Today I'm targeting 30 likes. Fabulous. Fabulous is like I'm sleeping with my wife, Nigerian sister. What should I do? What are you trying to say? That statement is ambiguous. What are you trying to say? Fabulous. I'm trying to interpret, but from what I'm interpreting, I don't know why you would do what you're doing anyway. And because I'm not here to discuss social relations, maybe I can do that later. Fabulous, you can reach me out later, maybe on the comment section. When it's not the charts, then I can see, because I was looking into what I can do, the packages for adults, and I think that one can come there. Fabulous, I think that one should come on the special packages for adults, so that I don't mix it up here. As an advice there, we can go deep into that and have other people participating and telling you what to do. But meanwhile, Kennedy Onyancha is online, Exe is online, they can advise Fabulous what to do. You've seen what he has posted, though it's not related to my discussion today. But hey, those mixtures of love, hey, people say love, love. I don't know what it would really mean to have a sister, then take the sister. Okay. Let's go to the discussion for today for Kuria. Why should people fight over roads? Because Mayugno has started a war with, is it Prince? The Prince, everybody wants to be called Prince. So there is the husband to Brenda. Let me just check that video for you. And we've seen a lot of noise from Erumbi Brenda. And Erumbi Brenda is like the people in NYABOHANZE have reached her throat. In Kenya, we say wamenifika kwa koo, right? So things are tough with her. She came to NYABOHANZE. She says she came with a lot of love. She expected the best life ever. However, she's now saying that she would rather not be here. And I'm like, all right, if you decided to relocate and put all your, your wealth in NYABOHANZE, what will you do, So people, I hope for those who are on board, Kennedy Onyancha, Kenya, Exe from Argentina, like the video. Fabulous also like the video as we look into your aspects. And of course, as I've told you, I think like the topic like Fabulous needs to be covered on member packages that I'll be discussing, because I decided that I just wait until my audience tell me what to do, and I'm seeing the possibility here is to discuss matters such as what Fabulous is doing here. And I think that will be the first topic to discuss, maybe tomorrow, on member package only. So that one will be placing there a discussion on relationships, right? Because I've encountered my in-laws and all that, and that has never happened, It is about you regulating and controlling yourself. In everything, moderation is the way. You have to moderate yourself, and because you know that this is not your wife, this is not because the first person you loved is your wife. How then do you share that and again go to the sister? That is not love. We call that lust. It may be lust, and if you check properly, there is something somewhere that missed out, and if you check back to the north and realize what happened, you will just retrieve your steps and go to the right way, because openly this one will create a lot of conflict between you, your wife, and the sister. So let's proceed to our discussion of NYABOHANZE so that I don't divert what I was focusing on. Because I know the audience who come here saw the topic, that's why they came here. So welcome on board, and let's discuss NYABOHANZE matters. Now, those people who live in NYABOHANZE and really want to say the truth, without showing hatred or favor, I think they should be the ones to come out and tell us something about what is happening in NYABOHANZE, because I'm not very sure why NYABOHANZE has conflicts day after day. As far as people say that is the best place to be, we have some people coming to visit some families and they say NYABOHANZE is good, but still every day we wake up with drama that is not so good, right? The other day we woke up with a drama of Gintu. And by the way, somebody said that MARWA cried literally after losing that case in court. I'm waiting to see what Gate. I saw yesterday this girl, the sister to... Is it the sister to Gintu? I don't know whether they were communicating in terms of favoring one side, but I saw a title in relation to MARWA crying, and I was like, really? Like, are you serious? That happened, But from what is happening in NYABOHANZE, people, you should be careful. It can run you crazy, you know. Especially, I'm imagining those people who can't help themselves and rely on others, maybe, and they are hoping that things will be better. But from the stories that come from Katengita, I don't know, from Gate, from... Let's look at this.
Plus, the whole of my family, we are doing it just marvelous, fantastic, and good as always, you know. Always wins you with all your big mind, whatever you call yourself, you are big-minded. How did you see yesterday? It was nice, all right? And I told you, you will never know who Kate is. Just know that whenever you spot on me, just give me my space forever. Just let me be, you see, and stay at distance. Keep a distance from Kate Sigano, you know. Yes. And when they had been written the OB, you know, who is he? Like the devil junior. The devil, you know. Devil Junior was right there. The Mosquito Junior was just there, showing me the OB. Little did he know that he's tricking. Yes, he's just tricking me, or he's just making me know more things. He's just giving me answers to the questions that they have posted. How stupid was he? Showing me an OB on that day when they went there to report the case, full in the tortoise vehicle. The tortoise vehicle, too small.
What I don't understand is how these people use abusive language. Hey.
And after
Do you know the people in NYABOHANZE, somehow they label each other. Some call others, I don't know, mosquito. They call each other devil. They call each other names. Name calling in NYABOHANZE is on the other level, you know. Hey, help me God. So help me God. Hey. So it's like they cannot survive without name calling. And I think they always consider each other stupid. One person will call another primitive, because I saw Dimongo the other day when driving the BMW, calling Gintu primitive. I also saw one day David Jr. calling Matiko the CEO of Jealous. Now gets Sigano is here calling David Jr. the devil and calling Marwa the mosquito. When will these people stop labeling each other? And then they tell us NYABOHANZE is the best place to go and invest. Oh, forgive me. I can't wish to go in a place which is already full of fracas. Confusion from left to right. Confusion from finances to content to relations to cases. All the time they are arresting someone and placing behind the bar. And the retaliation goes on. I do not understand actually why these people keep fighting. And even though they blame YouTube, I don't think YouTube is the problem. The problem is they themselves. You know, what kind of altars have they raised in NYABOHANZE that they can never want to see peace a day? All they want to see is conflict. And their day cannot go before they call each other either stupid. Another common vocabulary is jealousy. And another one is primitive. So those kind of vocabularies, how do they encourage someone to see NYABOHANZE as the best place ever? Even if they say it is known to the international world, it is known because of this kind of conflicts. And I wouldn't wish my village to be associated to conflicts, and it's known to the world as a most conflicting place. You know? Where we have divisions and we have rules that are not quite clear, they're obnoxious rules, you know. We have dynastities. Hey. So I'm wondering, because I was watching this video and I was like, okay, let me watch more. So let's see what Getsigano has here.
After the mosquito cried, now they went and talked to the person who was handling the case, you see. And now I don't know what they wanted her to do. Eh? Already the money was being eaten. They don't know that the police is Kate. Kate was the police. You came and reported to me. What did you want me to do? Because it's my brother. You came and reported to me, but you didn't know you are reporting to Kate. I gave you the OB, I gave you the everything, you know. And so I never wrote anything on that. You see? Now, it's your money that you are busy. Anyway, I don't just blame you because it's not your money. You are wasting your subscribers or your donors' money, you know. Yes, it's your donors' money that you are wasting. But just go on and waste the money, you know, because when an African knows that you have got money, they will make sure that they squeeze you. You don't know that thing. Now let me tell you clearly, if an African or if those people know that you've got money because they are Africans, not every African, but those Africans, they have to squeeze you so you can get the money out and they use it.
Now, I am not sure that Getsigano is telling us the truth. Getsigano is saying that she's the one who received the case from David Jr. and wrote nothing on the OB, because the person in question was the brother, that is Gintu. And finally, they lost in court, and Marwa cried because he had spent his money in the entire case. I'm like, hey, the scheming in this village, the slyness is on another level. Huh? On another level. And I don't know then why Getsigano would come and brag about it, because there is always next time. What happens next time? Be careful. Tell your brother to be cautious, because at the rate at which things are going, I'm not seeing light ahead, you know.
Full of malaria virus. Go to hell. Hello. Yes, you belong to hell. The Goliath people, you all belong to hell. I'm saying this for free. It's too windy here. It is too windy here. I think you can even guess it. Like, it's too windy. It's like almost raining, you know. It will be falling anytime from now because we did it and God said we have to pour the rain of blessings. And maybe to finish this one because I feel like it's going
My
to
goodness.
rain today. Said, let me sit where we did my parents or my father's burial. This is the
Can you imagine? These people even celebrating going near the grave and talking about their problems and celebrating their slyness. And I'm like, hey, this is another thing. This is another thing. Now, meanwhile, even before we go to the main story of Marwa and Erumbi, Brenda, Africa, I don't know why someone would really celebrate that JT's podcast has been taken away. Do you know all of us in the YouTube world belong together? Whether you talk positively, negative, reaction is reaction. Reaction is like book review. It does not favor any one side. And when you think that maybe those who are reacting in a certain manner will be affected, even you who is sitting and doing that positive, you call it positive reaction. I don't know whether whoever made it that people baptize reaction as positive or negative. Reaction is book review. And book review are supposed to point out the positives and negatives of somebody. We really appreciate what is happening in NYABOHANZE. We appreciate that NYABOHANZE, at least people there can earn their living through YouTube. And that all that they learned from Marwa. And they don't have to worship him because they learned that from him. They can appreciate. They can also make efforts in growing personally because now they have YouTube. And I always encourage that they should avoid wars, you know, whereby they are fighting and fighting. And they should learn to be accountable. Shan, hi, welcome on board and thank you. Like the video. Fabulous, you never liked my video. Where are you? Kennedy Onyanja, you've not liked my video yet. I only have 1 like and I am targeting 30 likes. We are already 20 minutes down the line and we are remaining with 40 minutes. So guys, like the video. Thank you so much, Shan, and welcome on board. Thank you so much, Shan. I'm so grateful. God bless you. Ja bless. All right. So, I've just been watching what is happening in NYABOHANZE day after day, and I'm seeing, oh my God, these people are turning animostic against each other. They are forming teams, you know. And today, there is something I heard from Irumbi Brenda's video, and I was like, is it true? You know, I would wish somebody from NYABOHANZE who is truthful, not favoring a team. I don't want someone who is team this or team this. You shouldn't belong to Team Heta or Team Marwa to communicate here the truth. I want someone who is neutral to come out and actually share with us the reality about NYABOHANZE, because we on the other side, we cannot understand it deeply because we only hear from either a voice of those who call themselves Team D, Team Marwa, Team, I don't know, Devi, and those who call themselves haters. But I want to hear from a neutral point of view. Now, let me listen to Erumbi Brenda here because I listened to her videos.
Yes, okay. Here, for my side, I'm not bothered about anything. The thing is, how can you come to tell me that I will go, I take weights, I come out, I cut you with a panga, I cut your hair, you know? That's what I was saying. That is behind the camera, but when you put the camera on,
he pretended to be good, but the people who knows him, who knows him, they knows you. The people who know you, they know you.
Yeah.
Anything happen to civilian man, it is you, it is in your hand. The life of civilian is in your hand. Anything, that's the worst things you can remove from your mouth. And once you have removed something like this, that's me. That's what you are outside here. So what you wish for the people will come for you.
Hey, people, if you have listened to that Erumbi Brenda sharing and defending the husband, it came out after now she was touched. She experienced the wrath of Mayugno. Mayugno wants, I don't know, an expansion of the road or something like that. And out of that, he is now threatening Salvanas, the husband, too. Erumbi. Now, Erumbi and Salvanos bought land from here, but they are now weeding. They have leased somebody's land somewhere. So, Mayugno decided yesterday to go attack them because he thinks that they should be giving a road. You know, guys, in Africa, if you lease land, you don't have any rights. You are zero rights for that land because you are just there to weed for a given period, maybe 1 year or 3, and go away. So if anyone wants to expand a road, the only thing they can do is go to the owner and have the road discussions done. But when they attack those who have leased, that one is very wrong. That one was not expected of Mayugno. But Mayugno, of course, we've been hearing that Mayugno behind the camera is a very different person from what he is on camera. He has dual identities. He is very good in playing psychology. On camera, he says, yeah, God, hey. And I think God is one of the images that is misused by a lot of people. People sin and they come on camera say, God is working for us. They sin, they even steal, and they say, God can even be my witness. And that is what we call blasphemy. Blasphemy is the worst sin ever. Because why should we use the name of God on YouTube? I don't even know why people should use it. Just like you are going to swear before a grave and say that the dead can see you. Why? Why should you take such oath? It's not necessary. So the reality is that Mayugno has proven to be a very bad individual within this environment. And I think the other people, for those of you who have watched him throughout, even in other videos, you remember the time he was also threatening Gintu. I don't know why Gintu did not take a step to go to court. Instead, he left it off and went on to record and told him, my friend, hujafika. You remember? I hope you remember. So, this complaint has really shocked us because this lady you see before the camera, this lady called Erumbi Brenda, Africa, she was a tiger or a tigress to always stand with the Dimango, Marwa, even anybody who is with Marwa. She was defending them like no business, you know. In fact, if you go watch Nairobi Teacher has done a very great analysis on this. For me, I'm just doing an analysis that is focused towards us doing the right thing, you know. Like, why should you make me an enemy because someone else has an enemy for me? Is it always true that all my enemies are not friends to some of my friends or the people I talk to? Does it mean that if they talk to my friends, then I turn against them, they become enemies? I don't know. That is a human aspect, maybe. But it has turned out that there is a YouTube war, not just even in NYABOHANZE. They try to extend that to people beyond that. Like if I talk, as I'm doing now, and point out the illnesses of Mayugno, some people will not be okay with that because they feel like I'm attacking Mayugno. But the reality is that they should just talk to him, even through their comments, because he can listen to them more. Mayugno has been stuck in his projects for long, and it's because of his character, actually. And there is even a time when MARWA had to tell him, go finish your projects. I can't meet you before you do that. Recently, I heard MARWA promising to give him some cement and all that. I don't know whether he has proven loyalty. He has never turned against MARWA, even regardless of having been chased away. But there was a problem between Ngutu and Mayugno. After Ngutu decided to help Mayugno's former wife through charity that comes from donations, Mayugno had of course told the wife, go away because I want to marry a Muzungu, a white woman, and I want to pay you 500,000 and you go away totally, live my life. And that woman, I don't know whether she agreed or rejected. She now lives her own life near the border, the Hispania border. And we've seen many times Ngutu going to visit. So when this happened, Mayugno became an enemy of Ngutu. And he went around to announce a lot of things around the NYABOHANZE generally. So, in fact, people saw Ngutu as a problem. But the reality is that if we check on the ground, even though Ngutu went ahead to, report some things to Mama Grace and make Mayugno lose support, the reality is that Mayugno was not actually doing his projects as he should do. He was wasting money on the borders with a lot of women and all that. And that is known. Anybody who has been watching the videos knows all this. So we don't have to pretend and say that, yeah, Mayugno is good. That is why I said, personally, I'm very unable to do so. Because critique is critique. And when I come for reaction, I don't see how I can come here and begin just saying, yeah, it's great. So-and-so has done this. It's great. Yes, they have done it, but what are the faults? What are the gaps that they need to fill? Thank you, Lucy, for coming on board. Lucy was like, I was only listening, cannot comment. I have liked a video. Thank you so much for your support, Lucy. Thank you so much. I have 3 likes now, and I'm looking forward to more likes. Shan, I don't know whether you subscribe to the channel also. Fabulous. Did you subscribe to the channel? Consider subscribing. Fabulous and Shan. Alright, so you can also communicate to each other because we have different people on the channel. Just say hi to each other so that we maintain the energy. So, I watched this video yesterday, even before Nairobi Teacher reacted, because I had seen this guy with dreads almost looking like MARWA, and I was like, who is this? And I got interested and watched their videos and went back to history and found out exactly who they are and how they came about in NYABOHANZE. So Erumbi, Brenda is one of those people who call themselves Team D, Team MARWA, Team this, and I'm like, okay, let you be team. I'm teamless. I'm teamless, faceless. Not faceless because you can see my face, but I'm teamless because the reality is that what sometimes we do, just like the other day, Gintu comes out of jail and begins to brag, and I was like, Gintu, that's not right. You need to see how you will stop putting yourself in trouble. Do your content, but don't necessarily go and provoke MARWA because you know who he is. If you know someone is furious and can easily push you to courts, you don't have to make yourself vulnerable, vulnerability is one of the things we have to avoid, right? Yeah. Even yesterday, JT podcast came back and we were so happy. And he was saying that even if he loses a channel, he'll still go to somebody's channel. But I commented, I told him it is important that he also has a backup channel so that if one is not working, he continues with his stuff on the other. Even BBTV has 2 channels. Myself, I have 3 channels. I'm struggling through all of them. But at least, so that your work continues, you know? And it's very wrong that some people are really laughing about JT podcast, and I'm like, you people, you don't know. What if you people, you wake up one day and your channel is gone and they have given you the same reasons? Because when JT came back and explained to us what had happened, we came to understand that it was not anything related to Marwa. But people will run and say, yeah, this fella was warned. I saw David Omaje. David Omaje was saying that this fella was warned not to talk about Marwa. And I was like, okay, so should we talk about animals? Should we talk about elephants or hair? Like long time ago. That one we can do else on a different channel where we are doing stories for kids. But in these channels here, if it's reaction and we have targeted to talk about Africa, we'll talk about Wodemaya, we'll talk about Marwa, we'll talk about Dimwango, we'll talk about Gintu, we'll talk about all these people. Today we are talking about Erumbi, Brenda, for example. And it should be a lesson to the rest of the people who think that they belong to a given team. Because it means you become a slave. You become a slave. As for me, I can come here and say that, yeah, indeed, Marwa has done a good thing to decide to build for Brian. But, you see, I am free. I'm not a slave, right? Okay, now let's go check on what Erumbi Brenda was saying here. And there is something very touching they said, and I'm like, hey, the neutral people in NYABOHANZE, can you come out and clear this? Because this is what Brenda had to say here.
You want to kill Severi for what? Have you ever killed someone? You know you have gone, it's not the first time to threaten you. You have been threatening so many people. Eh? Today is the warning. Second time, we are not going to laugh. I will not want to have any mercy here. Many people will call me bad person. I'm here doing my own thing. We are doing our own things. We are not chasing the cloud. We are not chasing the cloud. We have seen the comment section saying the people, oh, why you put these things in the camera? You should solve these things because of solving when because that's what they are. When they hear something, they panic because they don't have content. They're separated on content. He came recording Sever. When he came, he knows us. He can talk with us. Sever is a humble person. You never hear any Sever. He doesn't fight. He doesn't talk. You know, he's a very nice guy. You talk with the Sever in the humble. He said, this one, when you put like this, when the tractor come, when you plant like this, you know I heard. But I tell myself, if you talk to well with Sever, everything will be, but he probably came with the camera.
Listened to this lady,
like you've
and she's saying Mayugno has been threatening lots of people. And of course, some of us who watched Gintu, we saw. Yeah, we saw exactly how Gintu was threatened by Mayugno. And then I just said, behind the camera, how many people does Mayugno threaten? And he only does that because he wants to prove loyalty to Marwa, nothing else. From my thought, I am thinking like that, because that day when he was threatening Gintu, Mayugno said, you are here attacking our boss. And you know he is the one who raised you. You shouldn't be doing that. You are doing bad. I'll beat you up if you do. I remember that day we watched on camera and people were surprised. In fact, I was surprised that Gintu just laughed about it. But it is what it is. Marwa is saying this lady wears the trousers in that relationship. Yeah. You know, Brenda Erumbi was the one who pulled Sylvanus. She is the one who pulled Sylvanus to NYABOHANZE and told Sylvanus, this is a good place, my prince. Let's go and buy land there. It is the best heaven on earth. How do you come from Kisii and go buy land in Kuria? You can buy elsewhere. There is the other side of Nyanza among the Luo people. You can buy elsewhere, maybe even among the Luya people or elsewhere. But at that time, Erumbi was seeing Marwa, Dimwango, and the rest of them like gods and goddesses. So she decided to convince the husband that they buy land here. And now she's here on camera, blabbering, because it has come down on her. Even if she's not cloud chasing, she should have known better. Instead of relying on we call it emotive. You know, people are carried by emotions. They have a lot of problems. Because if you are carried by emotions, you think that you are choosing the best decision only to realize that you will regret it. And this lady is regretting because in her video later, she said this. Let me see.
Is what? Eh? So they don't hide. In everything they can solve behind the camera, they put in the
Listen to from this side, this and this side, so that
to go outside. From now, I feel I'm not in the safe side. I hope.
Let's listen to her saying she wants to go away from NYABOHANZE now. Let's play this.
Who built these things? Who started these things? Is calling the people from all over to come to invest in this village. And the people who are here in this village, they destroy.
But the person is good. Yeah. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Marwa is good. The only problem, the people who surround him.
I mean, I regretted
that
it.
is true.
I regretted the day I accepted you to buy for me land here. I regretted. I'm feeling like I'm in the grave. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I'm praying God. I don't know why. I feel like I want to go outside. From now, I feel I'm not in the safe side. I walk like this, I'm in the fear. I walk like this, I'm in the fear.
So, next time,
shocked.
Let me try to tell the audience. If you want to know a person, don't watch video and say, hey, you are bad, you are what, you are what. Brenda, you are like that when you are in Dubai. You never knew the truth. Before you judge something, listen both sides. Listen to from this side, this and this side. So
get it?
I came with the laugh.
Another thing, don't watch. The things that you see here on camera, they are different. My friend, let me tell you. The person that they say is bad, you will wonder, it's not bad. The person they say is very nice, you will be shocked. So anybody you see, that's my side, that's my opinion. There's no negative here. They speak the truth. This is what is in the ground. Yeah, that is it. And me, if I never found anybody, I can make a video with them. There's nothing like I'm negative, like I'm positive. That is my life.
So the husband to Erumbi, Brenda, tried to prove something, saying that Marwa is good, only that he's surrounded by bad people. And I'm not so sure because Erumbi, Brenda, who was a fan of Marwa, is now saying that for her she's in a grave. Can you imagine? How does she even think of herself being in a grave? Like, does she think those who are in a grave are suffering? I wish she used another simile. Hey, oh my God. Lucy is saying she wanted to tap into NYABOHANZE fame. Looks like on the ground things are different. Kwa ground vitu ni different. Of course, kwa ground vitu ni different. You know, nobody will be so famous. Especially when you look at Marwa and Dimwango, they are not people who want to really empower so much other people. That is the reality. If you look at their videos, they normally say, "What? Why did you come? Oh, for a shout out. Yeah, I've given you a shout out. Go and do it. I cannot enhance your video. Go and do it." You know, that is what Marwa normally says. As far as he seems to be pretending like he's really enhancing a lot of people. They go into the villa and they stay there for a week working for free and then do the shout outs. He sits with them, tells them, all right, why did you come all the way from Uganda? Yeah, I am giving you 30 minutes of a lesson and then I am giving you a shout out. I don't really believe that this rapid growth, even if I were to go for a shout out, let's say on Obina show, or through demo Facebook one day, that is not enough. That is not enough. I need to do more. I need to do more, like my content, improve on my content, then get to actually make my followers understand that this is my way of doing things. And also you need different channels, because when you look at people like Obina has so many channels. Demo Facebook too. you look at people like, let's say the famous people, generally the famous people, even those who have begun their own studios, so many, yeah, Ambare, the likes, they have learned to also deal with multiple things in their life. But this, for us people who don't have a lot of things, because people say, they say that Marwa is the king of content because he does about his life. But do you know, without the drama surrounding him, I don't think people just keep watching the villa, wake up in the morning, go see the horses and come back to the villa and show the taps. People will not keep watching. And that is why I think Marwa has decided to do a lot of drama. Either start a charity like he started for Brian. Now he's tapping a lot of views every day from Brian's, construction side. He does controversial, accountability. He goes on to arrest Gintu. The next day he's involved in road affairs. The next day, that is how he is surviving. And people don't see that. They keep coming and saying that, you people, you talk about Marwa all the time. And can you stop talking about Marwa and see whether you'll survive? But guys, YouTube content is not easy. It's not easy. And I think Erumbi Brenda, when she was in the Gulf, she expected that when she comes in NYABOHANZE, things will be rosy. Life is not rosy. Life is not rosy. And when I look at NYABOHANZE, personally, I don't admire to go there, stay. Maybe just go there, visit. But go there to stay, that one is not in my calculations, because this area is full of people who are doing the same thing, and they are competing, and they have labels. And of course, as we know, we must have classes here. The middle class, people like Mayugno, even though he wants really to make himself fit the level of Dimwango and Marwa, he will never fit there because he has not done any traveling that is so much to bring 100 plus or 500,000 subscribers. We have political channels, for example. If you look at David Wafula, you look at Lekwini, and I'm also having a political channel. And if ever I change that content to another, I lose the subscribers on that channel. So my channel, that is Life Saga TV, I focus on politics. Every time, whether I'm bringing politics from Cote d'Ivoire, Kenya, America, South Africa, and other sagas like murder scenes and all that. On this channel, I do reactions, lessons, and other things related to this channel. Then there is channel for music, particularly the Music Hills TV. So, if I have to grow in the 3 channels, then I have to be strategic. I have to get time also. Sometimes you talk until you are tired and you say, oh, let me sleep. But people think that when you sit and analyze, you are a lazy gang. It's all right, but I cannot start to relocate to a place just because I've been watching Dimwango thriving in YouTube, or Marwa is announcing and saying that we have land here to invest, then I go there. Before you decide to invest somewhere, you have to be strategic. Totally strategic. Because you look at people like Jamaican Uncle, you just sympathize with them. Even though they have money. But they are wasting themselves. Can you imagine somebody coming from all the way, sitting in NYABOHANZE for 2 months, and he has done nothing to himself? Nothing. Totally nothing. The only thing he did is to harvest maize, and that maize is probably at Marwa's place. You look at Jamaican grandma, bought the land there, but at the end of the day, that land is waste. Because if you buy land that you don't build something in it, or you don't farm, or you don't add value, that is a waste. Huh? Look at the Trench Town grandpa or something. So all those people are just coming and buying land, and they are not investing, or rather developing. It's a waste, you know, until you actually do some investment in it. And also look at your environment. Now, what will Erumbi Brenda do? Because she encouraged the husband to come to this place. Now, the way she's talking on camera and actually saying that she feels like she's in a grave, I'm so sure in her house she does not have peace. She lacks peace, totally, you know.
I I know many of you are going to be there. You are going to be broken, but it's okay. That's the life. Most of you guys, you love me when I'm doing reaction. When I'm doing blogs, I don't see you. So let me stay the way I am. Let me, a woman, I need to support my husband. And I don't want to hear someone threatening my own husband that he can kill someone. We don't know in the way we walk in the life. Nobody can buy the life. In case anything can happen. Or Severi went down there to check, we find Severi is lying down. So what do you tell me, guys? Or what will you tell me? So guys, we are in the sad moment. We are crying. We are mourning. I don't know what you need.
No, we are not. We are heartbroken. No, don't say we are mourning.
We are crying.
We are heartbroken. We are not crying. We are heartbroken.
We are heartbroken. Especially for me, I'm in the another world right now. I'm in the shadow. So I don't know. I'm praying to God to open the light. The one I came.
Hey, she's in crying, she's in mourning, she is, hey, those people are planning to invest in NYABOHANZE. I heard the other day, Maro was encouraging, is it Kiza, to go and buy land there, and I was like, okay. So all YouTubers want to go and invest in NYABOHANZE. Why can't they be in other villages, like the village I am, or elsewhere in Kenya, Central? We have places in Western Kakamega. Why can't people also grow up with YouTube in those different villages so that we see different environments which are not lethal, which are not full of fights, arrests, and quarrels all over the place, left, right. People starting charity projects, sometimes crying over it. I saw yesterday David Jr. Hey, let me shift to David Jr. Yesterday, David Jr. was almost crying. If you saw, you saw. He was almost crying. Why? Because he has been putting a lot of effort. And of course, he uses these young people to also make content. He uses Brian and Murimi to make a lot of content because his content is raw, you know. So I looked at this video yesterday, stolen and sold. And I was like, okay, what's cooking? So I saw him warning Brian that Brian is still drinking. And I was like, okay, when you started bringing Brian on the channels, people advised you to reform him, and you never listened. You know, David Jr. thinks that you can pick somebody who has been drinking for 2 years and in 1 day or 2 days, because you are giving them some coins, then that stops. It cannot. Alcoholism is a disease. When somebody starts it, they start it like a joke, but it's a disease. It's a disease that when somebody started drinking, they cannot stop. I've seen teachers who go, there is this session of marking over December, and you are supposed to stay there about 3 weeks plus some days without going out. You are like prisoners. During this session, teachers who are obsessed with the alcohol, do you know what they do? They normally bribe the gate people. They even have to spend more because now they have to send these people to sneak in Nipakin. They sneak in Nipakin to the stations and they go drinking in the night from somewhere in the grass. And in the morning or during the day, you'll see people who are drunk. Yet they have restricted no Nipakin, that is alcohol, no cigarette, no bang. But those people abuse those things. They'll make sure that whichever way, they'll sneak them in. So, I'm looking at David Jr. complain about Brian. I'm like, sorry. Because if you have learned about the process of, reforming does not happen just overnight. It doesn't. Let's look at this one as David Jr. is complaining. Lucy is saying NYABOHANZE will self-destruct one of these days. Very toxic, very, very. From the videos I watch, you cannot convince me to stay in NYABOHANZE. However beautiful the villas are, however big the villas are, however good the swimming pools are, I would rather be here in a small house like this, but with a lot of peace. If I can do my content and nobody is distractive, I go to the market and take my videos. I don't have quarrels with anyone. You find people arrested maybe because they were abusing drugs. Maybe some stealing happens, But these quarrels between YouTuber and YouTuber, in fact, the YouTubers around this place are very few. Whether I'm in Coast, where I have some project that is Taita Taveta, or whether I'm at home in Kakamega, or whether I visit Kitale, I don't have a toxic environment around me. I can do content freestyle, you know, and I'm not competing with anybody. And when I see something on Obina, I come up and do something here. I see something in Nigeria on the plane like yesterday, I do a reaction and I'm free, you know. I see something like students are asking for content, I do it and they'll come and watch. And I will not compete for views as such. Even if I get views, just minimum, it's okay. I thank God and move on, you know. So let's listen at this. This is what David Jr. was actually having with Brian yesterday. I don't know whether I'm picking the right.
Can't behave normal in a world whereby they've persecuted a perfect man, you know. It's a crazy world.
A crazy world, David Jr. calls it.
Nataka matafani imeiva kabisa. Muite. So Muite is call him. We just need the owner of these bricks to sell for us. Yeah.
I think at this point, this is where David Jr. was showing disappointment in Brian, because he had been informed that Brian is using the money to sleep in the trenches.
Beautiful foundation.
Let's listen here.
House. Yeah, people work so hard here in the village, because if you can't work hard, then your life will be tough. Yeah, in which for me I feel so sad to see Brian wasting money. You know, very, very sad. Feel very, very sad. I'm not at peace at all, you know. I'm so sorry. For me, I always give you money with a hope in mind, like you wanna, help yourself. But when people come to me, they tell me, hey, Brian, right now, he's on the trenches, you know. It's you who you are giving him money. It's who you are spoiling him. I feel so bad, you know.
I'm sorry, David.
Yeah.
Coming to you.
I feel very, very heartbroken. I feel like this is the money maybe even I could be taking to the children's home. But this is a situation. Okay, everything do happen for a reason, guys. I'm not complaining by it. I'm complaining actually. I can't hide. Leave behind. So he's the guy behind it.
So guys, you've heard it, right? You've heard it? I hope you've heard it. Now, when I was watching the videos on David Jr. and Brian, all the time I've been doing a critical analysis, I've been commenting on David Jr.'s channel and telling him, you need to reform this guy before you deal with money, because he collected around 17,000 from donors to start a business, spare part business for Brian. He also brought chicken to Brian. He also brought goats for Brian. Now, I remember the other day, was it on Trending? On Trending, reminded us that with the whatever is going on in NYABOHANZE, we are going to have very lazy. We are going to have very, very lazy men. You know? We are going to have very lazy men, because how do you use these men to acquire donations and then give them some little and then think that they'll work or become sober? I don't think so. In the first place, people are sympathizing with them and giving them money because they are drunk. And they cannot reform, you know. So David Jr. has been using these guys, that is Brian, Murimi, Matiko, to actually attract donors. He meets a small girl who is not going to school. He met another one, Matiko's boy. He attracts donors to give some money, and then he brings to them. And that is an approach that is not right, because as for me, I believe if I want people to change, one thing, you should conduct rallies. Conduct rallies door to door, maybe meet them in meetings, take them for reformation, let them go through reformation. I don't even believe Matiko stopped drinking. He just asked him on camera, did you stop drinking? And Matiko says, yes, I swear, I don't drink. Bran also said on camera, Aki walai, mbele ya Mungu. Sisemi uongo, sikunywi. And then he says, yeah, the one thing I like about these boys, they don't lie. Murimi says something and he's like, yeah, one thing about them, they don't lie.
To do. I don't know what to do. My heart is broken. I don't know what to do for sure. But I just leave it to hawezi saidiwa.
Hawezi saidiwa tena hivi.
So what Matiko's dad is trying to tell me, there is no way that we can help Matiko at all. That guy, we took him to rehab, but right now I don't know, guys. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. My heart is broken. I don't know what to do for sure, but I just leave it to God. But right now, even I do remember, guys. Remember, unakumbuka ile siku yenye uliniambia Matiko anataka kuuza kuku? Nikakuja hapa tukamwanza kumtetea akasema ni uongo. Unakumbuka mama mkiniambia?
All right, let me just enhance data before I can proceed. Let me enhance data here because I've not even discussed Marwa and the bundles are over. Okay, so I'm back though. Now the camera has rejected to show the charts. I'll be checking on the computer as I proceed. So, there is an old saying in the Bible that you better teach a man how to fish than fish for them. Those who said that were not wrong. They were not lost to tell us that you would rather teach a man to fish than fish for them. Don't bring fish to men. Teach them how to fish. So I wish David Jr., if indeed he's interested in changing the lives of these people, after, for example, Matiko had gone through rehabilitation, but he did not finish it. The truth is that he started rehabilitation, then we saw quarrels coming, Gintu invading, Ernesto invading, and then they just stopped somewhere. In fact, I don't know the comeback of Matiko with David Jr., how it happened, because somehow suddenly I saw now Matiko happening to appear where David Jr. is. Then Murimi, of course, because he sold land to Dimwango, he automatically became a source of, donations. Then Brian, because he stays with Murimi. But the reality is that I never saw any reformation in Matiko. And I kept saying it, Matiko is not reformed. He just started that journey. Reformation takes a minimum of 9 months. The reality is that. For those of you who have followed up with the aspects of rehabilitation of drunkards or people who have been alcoholics takes around 9 months. And people should start, first of all, they stay in the rehabilitation center, maybe for a period of 1 month. They come out, they go, they are rechecked, the alcohol taste is done. They are also, go through lessons. Then they'll keep going up to 9 months. At least by that time, they will have reformed. And then they are now empowered with skills. Skills. Let's say tailoring. Let's say masonry, carpentry. They are enhanced with such skills. Such skills now enable them to go survive in the world so that they are busy all the time and they are also having a family. Now, one thing you remember is that David Jr. helped the wife of Matiko to go away. And in fact, in my other video yesterday, you saw that woman gave birth. And David Jr. bought a lot of stuff with Dagi and they went to visit. Now, if a drunkard comes back from reformation and doesn't have a wife, What do you think? What do you think? In my thought, I believe sometimes women help husbands to reform. Now, Matiko came back, there was no wife. So how do you think he would reform? Now, his father is a drunkard. He's also working with Brian and Murimi, drunkards. How can you be saved from sin if you're still surrounded by sinners? It's not possible. Not possible at all. If you walk around people who have negative energies, you'll automatically be a negative energy person. If you walk around with people who are lazy, you'll automatically be lazy. So Matiko walks around with lazy people who are also drinking like Brian. And when they get the few coins from donors, they go drink. You remember the other day when David Jr. was giving a gift to Murimi. I think that gift was what? It was a toy for the child. And I remember Matiko reminding David Jr. to give him money. Yesterday, while they were digging this one here, let me just go back to it. When they were digging this toilet, I remember they told David Jr. they want some money.
They feel like I'm fully loaded with money from America, which is not at all, you know. Maybe in future when I'm fully loaded with everything, you know, I've collected myself, I have my wife, I have my kids, maybe that's when I'll be splashing, in which I can't splash money, it's a scarce. You know? Huh?
The boys are excited about getting into a plane and flying to Nairobi and be like, hey, God forgive. God forgive. These people have no knowledge that they should empower themselves and even fly themselves to anywhere. They are now relying on David Jr. to take them. David Jr. took them out the other day, the first time for Murimi and the wife to be out. Under sponsorship by David Jr. Now, today they are demanding that he reminded, or he rather promised them, a plane. So these people are living like babies, you know, like when you are a mother and you have children, the children always look up to you. Whatever you'll give them, that is it. If you promise them, they'll remind you, Mama, you told us you'll do this for us. Daddy, you told us you'll do this for us. Daddy, you told us you'll buy sweets for us. So, Brian, Murimi, and Matiko, that is how they have been living. And they don't have any specific skill they are using. Today they have been forced to dig the toilet, and I saw how they were struggling. They don't have even skill to know that if a toilet you are digging and it proves to be tough, you normally get water. You pour in drums of water and it becomes softer. And you continue digging. They were asking for support from another person, I don't know. Now that pay is not going to be enough for the 3. And by the time they do 2 meters, they have already eaten all the money. 2 feet, they have already consumed the entire money. So when will they ever grow? Even their brains, when will they ever grow? So let's leave out the David Jr. David Jr. shenanigan and come to MARWA. I am MARWA. I am MARWA with calculations. Let's start from what is expected for roofing. Let's start from there. As the day was beginning, MARWA came to the site, of course, to see masons starting. Maiguna was not there that early. Remember, there was an arrest case by Erumbi's husband. But then, MARWA now started showing the donators, how much do we require for the roof? Because the other day he had said he requires how many dollars? $6,000 for for roofing, and people started talking about it. So I think he decided that I'll go on camera with masons and they'll have to give that. You know, sometimes people normally say that MARWA does not even look at the negative, they call them negative reactions. For me, it is just reaction. I don't wish to call anybody negative or positive. They are reactors, all of them, whether they are praising Marwa or whether they are giving corrections. But those who are what are those giving corrections? And Marwa listened to them, whether we like that or not. So he listened to those reactors who are saying, how much is the roofing? Is it really $6,000? And do you know what Marwa said now? He said, I'll bring masons and they'll begin quoting what exactly is required. And we'll make calculations in the book. Daniel will be there as the accountant. Hey, the shenanigans in NYABOHANZE. So this is what happened. Marwa came with the team of masons and brought Daniel, the the boy from this home, to write down everything. Right. So this was the case.
Hizi nails ni gani? Hizi tumeandika 250.
Hizi ni ordinary nails.
Ordinary nails.
Ordinary nails, that is 200 shillings per kg. Sorted.
200 or 250. I want to call George. I have even deposited today money, but I want to call George here so for accountability. Now, I told people I need like 5,000 USD to do this, and they're like, oh, maybe it's taking a lot of money. No, here we go. George, niko kwa camera, nataka tu ambie watu. I want you to explain to people iron sheet. One iron sheet, how much is it?
Iron sheet versatile, 3 meters.
Yes.
3,400 per piece.
3,400 per piece. Yeah. And nails, everything, George.
Nails, 250 shillings per piece.
Please write. Look, this guy is on his phone.
I will just calculating.
You've already cracked your phone and it's new.
No, this is not mine.
Wait, George, kidogo, usikate simu jameni. Because I want all my fans to know, so they don't think I want to eat money for anyone, jameni. George, transparency.
Hey, now, why do you think Marwa has turned into actually explaining everything to people? And you know, the reason why he's doing this, he fears. Do you know, I've ever written a proposal for a school and they did an administration block. The Americans, I don't know, I normally wonder these subscribers or those who donate towards Marwa. I don't understand whether they are really Americans or they are black Africans. I do not know. Actually, you'll forgive me for that comment, but I've never known, because the reality is that I did with an American organization. Let me just open something here. I did work with an organization when they were financing an administration block of a school. Yeah? And those guys are very thorough. Very thorough. They don't want any corners. They don't want any shortcuts. In fact, that time I remember the proposals that were done in the Taita Taveta in general were about 10 proposals. Only 4 went through. One was for my school, the other one for Timbila, and there were some other 2 schools. I don't know, one at Voi. So, for the schools which lacked to do what they wanted, because I used to travel from all the way from Taita Taveta to Nairobi to their office. It is right near, there's this stadium that they are enhancing, just around that area, you know. When you come from town, you can even foot to their office, the USAID office. Hey, it was no joke. You had to show clearly, this amount will go to this, this will go to this. And after they do, they again come with their own auditors and check. But of late, we have donors who don't actually follow up on projects. From what I'm seeing from Marwa's side, like the only, Nyayo Stadium, yes, Lucy. So, it seems that the donors who do donations in NYABOHANZE don't care about following up on projects. They only give somebody money and they leave them to manage. But Marwa knows somehow these people want accountability. And even if it will not be thorough, he should look like he's busy with accountability. And he should keep repeating, I don't want to eat somebody's money. I don't want any coin, you know. Transparency is number 1. But do you know where that word has come from? It has come from the reactors. The reactors have been commenting every blessed day, telling Marwa, do accountability. How much is this? How comes you said this? It is not his subscribers. When you check on his platform, his subscribers only say, Marwa, go on. You have a good heart. You are really saving people from that village. You have now put a smile on that grandma. You have... That is what the subscribers of Marwa say. Because I normally watch his videos and follow even the comments. And if someone dares ask their question, Judy Moyo and I don't know who, there are about 3 people, they delete it before you see it. You cannot even screenshot it. They delete it before you just see it, the comment coming. Like yesterday I saw some comment on Marwa. Somebody told him, why are you putting all the money on construction if some is meant for the lady? You know, the house is important, but what about even basic needs? Do you know, some people are sending some money towards this granny or Daniel because they feel these people lack basic needs. Does Marwa know what it means by having a daughter working as a housemaid, being paid 6,000 shillings, and that 6,000 should cover for her needs together with the entire family? Does he know? Why did he opt to divert all the money to the construction? And he keeps saying, yeah, even me, my money is in construction currently. Who told him to do that? Why are they running? Like, why should they even finish a project in 10 days? Should a permanent house, as big as it is, be finished in 10 houses with wet bricks that are not even cured? I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. Sorry. I remember there was another lady at Taita who used to say, sorry. Sorry. So Marwa is now proving to be so accountable, but you can actually read between the lines.
3,400 Kenyan shillings. And we want 160. 160.
You want 160 pieces?
Let me skip to where they finished.
This one, 198,000.
198,500.
No, 500, no. Even I will have, after these guys, I'll have to negotiate with all these people in front of you.
198,000.
Yes, 500. You put 500. We will negotiate from there. 500. Higher. Next, labor. Labor is Mzee Zakaria.
Yes, sir.
We are building a house for a widow and orphan.
Yes.
This house. So I want you to consider me. Not even me. Consider the widow, and even you are contributing to a society. Higher labor, how much, Mzee Zakari?
170,000.
170,000. Yes, right.
No negotiation.
No, just right. Then from there now we will negotiate. 170,000.
You right? Then from there we'll negotiate. Are you getting the tingle?
500 USD. I can actually calculate for you. Let's see. Let's see.
We write it down based on the raw calculations. Then I'll negotiate from there.
It's 1,360 USD.
18,800.
So we want to add. We want everybody to add. So, ngoja. Start afresh. Even you have your 1,124 plus
1,588.
Yes, 1,000.
Thank you so much.
There. Guys, we have work going. Look the house.
So I remember at the end of the day, Marwa again had to sit down with this boy. I want you to just see this. Hey, the entertainment we get from these videos, and when we look and react, people are like, don't react. Hey, why should I not react when there is a lot of funny stuff here? I mean, just imagining, because I've also helped orphans, maybe not in construction but in fee payment. And there is no way I'll do this fee payment and then begin to take advantage. In fact, one of the girls is on attachment. And sometimes I have to look around and give her something. And I don't demand anything from her or any other person, you know. Like, when you are helping, just help. For heaven's sake. And people on Marwa's channel think that when we talk, it's because we don't know what helping means. We even don't know what money means, you know. We don't have a lot of money, but we have done some little charity, just little. And in case God gives me the ability to actually have, you know, donations coming, I think the best thing is if money is derived towards a project, I will do the Eric Omondi way. You people know Eric Omondi, right? You know Ogobina. Obina also does this kind of charity work, right? And what he does, he has been doing is that when money comes on, he registers a till number for the family. That money is channeled directly to the till number of the family. And it's not difficult to register a till number. In one day, it will be out. Even an account, how long does it take to open an account for a family? And these days, processes go on. So the best thing is that these donors are willing to give. Why wouldn't Marwa have decided to open a direct till or a direct number for the family? Then money goes in and he just helps to monitor the project and account from there. I don't understand. And people will be like, but the money began to come because of Marwa. So because money began coming for someone because of me, I should take charge of that all the time. And now begin saying that all my time is there and all roads are directed towards me and all. I don't think that is the way to go. If you want to avoid blame and also make transparency the way to go, you let the family manage those finances, because I don't think that that old lady is a mumu. She doesn't look like a mumu. Even Daniel does not look like a mumu if you look around. And I saw his channel today in the morning, and I was like, who is helping you to write those kind of messages? He had posted something saying that people have now begun saying he has swollen the head because of the construction. Now he wrote something and said that is not my house, it's my granny's house. I don't even have a house yet, and I cannot swell the head because I have nothing. And I was like, who is mentoring you to write such messages? You break the grammar intentionally, but at the same time, the message looks plastic. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. If you know, you know. If you don't know, forget about it. Let's go to this. But guys, I was just referring to Eric Omondi in the country. I was also referring to Ogobina and many other people. Even Akote, as dark as she is in what I analyzed yesterday, she does charity work, by the way. And we have never had. Even when people try to raise questions, the answers go directly to the family. They direct people and tell them, go back to the family and ask. And they even come out online and say, yeah, this is what happened, this and that, right? Okay, so let's see at the end of the day, Marwa again came back for accountability. Accountability trio. This is what he had to do.
Roof via PayPal, as promised. This is the one who promised. Additionally, I sent 100 for the young couple you showed us who were walking to town. You mentioned they always walk together. I know this guy. His name is Dan from the other side. Yes, so Dan. And when that money reached my account, it had reduced because of PayPal. Instead of 1,100, it came 1,087. So they will get $87. All right, so 1,000 from Jeff. You've written? No, USD. I've said he's the second largest donor. Then this money, I've shown you, this one was sent to me. The one I showed you, I've been showing you this. No, that one you don't have to write because it has nothing to do with that. Okay. Next, we have...
If that money has nothing to do with that, why did Marwa mention it? Because when they began to write this, they were supposed to write money directed towards this project. You know? Hey. They were supposed to write the money directed toward the project. But what did Marwa say? He began reading figures, even money which was not included. Like he says, this money, you don't have to write it because it has nothing to do with that. If it has nothing to do with that, then why did you read the money? All right, I can see a new person, Faye K. Ray. Thank you so much. Faye K. Ray is asking, Lucy, is this a new reactor? I'm not new. Only that some people don't know me yet. I've been here for 2 months, right? I've been here for almost 2 months. But before then, I was doing some other stuff. I was doing some more of lessons to do with the books students do. And then I was reacting towards other people in Kenya, like Kaubina. I was reacting towards even political stuff and what have you. But then I discovered, hey, NYABOHANZE is another drama word. And therefore, I began to react towards MARWA and so and what have you. But I've done reaction for a long time. Though I was focusing on Obina, the Jatelo, and all that. But then I just realized Dimwango, Devi Jr., Gintu, and all that. There is a lot of stuff surrounding NYABOHANZE. So I've done reaction on this NYABOHANZE for 2 months, I think. So thank you for coming on board. Thank you for coming on board because I'm lacking about 670 hours to fill the required hours for YouTube, because my channel faced a lot of challenges. I think I've shared earlier. I used to have videos that could have so many views, then they tell me reused content because maybe my reaction was minimal in those videos. So I had to delete most of the videos that had even earned around 100,000 views. My channel had reached the required watch hours, so I deleted all of those. Then they approved my channel, but now the hours are wanting. I still have about 670 watch hours deficit to reach the required 4,000. But I am hopeful that with people coming around like you, I'll actually attain that. And with God and all that I'm doing, it will be possible. So guys, I was looking at Maro and I'm like, okay, why did you have to mention money? If I'm really receiving money, why should I give some money that I don't want mentioned or recorded? Yeah? So Marwa tells this boy, don't record this, record this. I'm sympathizing with that boy because he's really getting himself in a lot of confusions. Anyway, let's just check here as we finish this. Hey.
This one, madam, you sent 34,175. Money has not yet arrived, ma'am. Then we have money that was sent by, come and read for me. Come close here. This is Charlotte B. 20,000. This is actually the money we are using today to pay these workers. Yes, 20,487. It was sent by Ria. Thank you so much. I think that is it, bro. That is it. Warning, guys, is there is a guy here pretending to be me or pretending also to be Brian. Daniel. Be very, very careful. He's put his number here. It ends with 009. That is a scammer. Do not send money to that number. My number is always below this video. You can reach me out. If you want to talk to Daniel, below. But reach me out if there's anything, please. I have put my number there. You can call me. The only problem with me is sometimes I may take time to answer you because look, right now I have 700 and how many messages? 39 to reply. I'm just one man coordinating, reading your money, bringing the tipper of sand, tipper of ballast, vlogs. One tipper is stuck there, 2 guys. Oh my God. So, but you send your money, it will arrive. Guys, you can send through SendWave, through my number. If you send through my number, it's the easiest. You call it M-Pesa, or people who live in America, they know how to do it. Through SendWave, through the other one, I forgot, guys. I'm hungry. I've not even eaten lunch the whole day. I feel like fainting here. But anyway, guys, thank you for the big ride.
When I listened to that, I was like, Marwa, are you seeking sympathy? I think when you started this project, Rosho was coming in the Land Cruiser, cruising the Land Cruiser all the way to this place. How come she stopped? What stopped her? Is it because you are saying now you are spending all the money on the construction and even Baby Maisha's money has been used? Or why? Because we expect that Rosho should be pleasantly coming with the, we love you, Brian. We are doing this for Brian. You know, Brian has grown in this family without the mother. And you can understand in Africa, you know, people cannot stand with anybody and they fear change. And in Africa, people don't believe in light, they fear light, you know. And they should go and worship that Satan, because they always say when change comes, it is Satan who is leading it, you know. And I was like, hey, Rosho, did you stop bringing lunch? Your husband is complaining he has not eaten. He's saying that he's managing everything on his own. He's saying he's the one to oversee the tipper. He's the one to make calls. He's the one to receive money. He's the one to account. He's the one, you know. Hi. Hey. Now, I ask you sincerely, can someone do all this for zero? Can it just be done for zero purposes? Let's be sincere. Do you think Marwa is doing all this because he has a good heart and he wants the mama to have a different life, and he's actually doing it out of good hope or good heart? Personally, if I'm helping somebody to have a project, of course I'll be overseeing to ensure that the project is completed, but I cannot dedicate all my hours there unless otherwise, because you need also to continue with your work. And then the pressure to finish in 10 days. Why? Because I've used this kind of bricks in a project that I'll be showing one day here. And whenever the masons were doing it, they were said that bricks must be cured for 1 week before use. But I'm surprised. Here they use wet bricks. They just mix sand and cement and they use it immediately. And they go on, and now the roofing will be done. Hey, I hope the house will be strong enough, because I've never seen that. I've never seen that. So, at the end of the day, Marwa told this boy, tell your granny not to expect any money. Even if money has been sent for her, she should not expect any money, because we are putting all the money to the construction. I'm like, will people die of hunger? They don't have tea, they don't have flour, they don't have anything, just because the house is being constructed. No, in Africa, even during funerals, we mourn as we eat. So, I don't know how comes Marwa decided that there's nothing. Money for basics will not be there. If donations were brought for anything else, it will not be used there. It has to go to construction. And the house has been complete in 10 days, guys. So I really appreciate your presence here, especially special thanks to Lucy. She was here for the longest time possible. Let me open the other side so that I see the channel, because the computer is the one I'm using to check the charts. I also heard Fake Ray. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Then we have, who else? We had at beginning, we had somebody else. Let me just check. We had some other people at the beginning. I should appreciate them before I close. We had Shan. Shan, big up to you. Exa, big up to you. Kennedy Onyancha, thank you so much for having been on board. Fabulous, I really appreciate your presence. And I would actually still ask here, maybe Lucy, Fake, or anybody else to advise me. I have been allowed to have packages for members, but I don't know how to go about it. All I know is that I have to do specific, maybe videos on those packages, and I've not decided what I'll be doing on that. So I'm still seeking maybe some advice. Like if you could advise me, what kind of content do people like for membership purposes, so that I start packages on membership to allow me also at least to earn something from YouTube. Then I'll be so grateful if you give me advice. I'm open to that. So you can reach me on the comment section so that I know what should I do for the packages. For example, if people come as members, what kind of stuff would they want me to do videos on, so that they can actually benefit. At the same time, I also earn something. You know, it's not easy. We have bundles, we have time, and we have resources. Sometimes you have to research. So I'm just asking, in case you know anything to do with packages, member packages, which packages work better and which ones should I go for, so that I start that one also within my channel to enhance my content. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Lucy plus Faye K, yeah, Ray plus we had so many other people, Exe, we had Fabulous, and anybody who watched me. Maybe you did not chat, but you watched. I really appreciate for you actually locating your time into that. Let's have another, maybe we'll have another reaction in the evening, because as I told you, I'm battling with watch hours and I want them to actually come to that. So I'll see which time I may allocate in the evening and go on with another reaction. But in the meantime, I have to go to my other channel, Life Saga TV, a political one, and do some political video, because it's already almost 2. So I have to do maybe from 2 to 3. I do something on Life Saga TV, the political channel. Then I'll come back here later to do another reaction, because on this channel I do like 3 reactions or 3 videos. One for students, the other 2 for social aspects, whether they are from Nigeria, Kenya, or wherever. Yeah, so thank you so much. God bless.